okay, honey, you got me here. What do you want to talk about?
Well, we're really proud people of Gwinnett, and I wanted to celebrate the 200-year anniversary, so wanted to talk to you about why you decided to move to Gwinnett County.
Well, obviously, with Primerica, my work, wanted to live closer to the company. Being in Cobb County with mom and dad from 1977, moved over to Chamblee, getting out of college, but then with Primerica, moved up to the Gwinnett area, and enjoyed it. It was right before 9/11, so it was very memorable to me. In July is when I bought the house, right there by Berkmar in Lilburn, and almost messed up the housewarming party, which was like my first big deal. But people needed to heal and needed to smile again, so on the 22nd, had the party, and started making positive memories in Gwinnett from there. And then shortly thereafter, that's when I get to meet you.
So the reason I moved to Gwinnett is because I, in 2013, met the love of my life at 2003. Time flies when you're having fun.
Exactly.
I met the love of my life at Steeplechase, Atlanta Steeplechase, and in 2005 we got married and I moved into the house up here in Gwinnett County. I was in Avondale Estates when we met, and definitely inside the perimeter kind of person, and then moved out to the Gwinnett County and immediately fell in love with living out here because of the park systems and the beauty and the trees.
And then, with that, with all the parks, Bethesda and Shorty Howe, we started doing the running, obviously with some of our friends, and you got into USA, or Gwinnett, what was the group called?
USA Fit Gwinnett,
That's it.
which is a long distance running club. And through that, we would meet on Saturday mornings at various parks, and being a North Atlanta area group, most of those were in the Gwinnett County area. So that took me all over to all the trails and parks and the beautiful long distance places and short distance places.
And Fleet Feet right here in, Lilburn,
Right,
or Lawrenceville.
Downtown Lawrenceville, they would have group runs on Thursday nights. And then in Swanee, which didn't seem that close to Lilburn at the time, the Big Peach started having group
And
runs.
they just opened, right?
They had just opened.
We were the inaugural runs.
Yes.
And I guess that takes us to when we started, thinking about moving. We were waiting for Primerica because Primerica was looking to relocate. Luckily, they stayed in Gwinnett for all the reasons that they chose, which is great for us because then they just moved up by the Civic Center, which let us know, hey, where we can move. We want to get on the other side of 85 for traffic reasons for your work. And then we started poking around. Started hearing about Swanee because they've been in Money Magazine top 10 cities to live in for multiple years. And then you knew friends up in Sugar Hill, which I didn't really know about yet. But we went up there, and, what'd you think when we moved up there, looking around?
Well, I was enchanted by the Chattahoochee River, and we knew we wanted to stay on this side of the Chattahoochee River in Gwinnett County for lots of reasons, including taxes. And so looking at a map, just followed the map and all the homes and subdivisions and residences that were being built along the Chattahoochee. And then we found Wild Timber, which is a fabulous neighborhood.
Love it, Wild Timber.
Life-changing.
We got lucky there.
Yes, we
really did.
Yes, and so that put us in the city of Sugar Hill, which I think you've said it before, is just kind of a city taking off. It's
almost like a phoenix being reborn. Because weren't they
rising from the ashes?
Right, because they almost lost the city charter. I guess it was late 2000, something like that. I don't remember the year. But then when we bought the house in 2012, they just opened up City Hall, right?
Right.
So, and then we got involved there. I mean, you found, just like on the 200th anniversary of Gwinnett County, you found the 75th anniversary coming up for Sugar Hill, which really allowed us to really start making our roots, deep roots after getting married, finding our home, getting our roots here in Gwinnett, and then in Sugar Hill, which, that's opened how many doors? I mean, what's some of the best things you think so far, you know, now we're up in Sugar Hill in the northwest corner of Gwinnett County?
Well, that 75th anniversary, they were just looking for volunteers. I did not know how involved it was going to be, but it was a fabulous event, and through that we met most of the city council, the mayor, a new city manager came on board. We got a peek into what's going on in Sugar Hill, what their future plans are. And since then, they had built the amphitheater, but they hadn't had a concert yet. Then had a fabulous concert at that 75th anniversary. Since then, there's been tons of volunteer opportunities. There's been 5:30 a.m. 5Ks, which maybe you don't really like, but
Possibly.
can't call those your highlights, but
Yeah.
they were a lot of fun and a lot, great being there. And other events like that. And it's now being built out. I think they're looking at some other model cities in the area and trying to make
Right.
Sugar Hill
Looking down Duluth and Lilburn, Lawrenceville. I mean, they've been bouncing around a lot of cities and just seeing what Gwinnett has to offer. I mean, I know, you know, there's some great programs that I think we're looking
Peachtree
at.
Corners.
Peachtree Corners. You know, I mean, there's a lot of things to learn about Gwinnett County that we've talked about that we want to do, and that's what we like about Gwinnett County. They'll share, you know, is it Leadership Gwinnett and some others to learn about Gwinnett 101, whatever, that, you know, we really enjoy because we love, you know, living where we're at. We love the county, you know, like you said, the Parks and Recreation. Another reason why up at Sugar Hill we got involved with the Greenway project. You know, Swanee has the Swanee Creek. We do the big peach runs down there. That we've met friends, you know, lifetime friends now, you know. So hopefully those all get intertwined. I know Gwinnett's looking at getting some other greenways connected. They're supporting, you know, Sugar Hill and the city officials, which I think is wonderful because sometimes you can hear the bad stories of people, you know, disagreeing, whatever, but it's
turf wars, but they're very supportive.
Very supportive, which makes it nice. It makes it very relaxed and comfortable, you know, a great sense of community. So I'm excited. That's one of my favorite things coming for Sugar Hill is a greenway system, which is going to help connect Sugar Hill to other areas in Gwinnett, you know, whether it be biking or running, or even it's just a dog walking or strollers type thing.
I agree. I love that Swanee Greenway. I can't wait for Sugar Hill to have something similar,
Right.
and for it to connect down to Swanee and that people are out on their bikes, even us in our old age, that we're
Not so old yet.
so I think that's our next big volunteer opportunity in Sugar Hill. Really looking forward to it.
And let's see. So what do you see? So we have the Greenway going on. I mean, what are you looking forward to in say 5 or 10 years within Gwinnett? What do you see? Because we see Sugar Hill growing, we see Swanee growing because we're side by side with them. We love Swanee. I mean, you know, sister cities. What do you see with some of the other cities or activities going on that we've talked about?
I just see it growing and growing. I mean, it is the sweet life up there in Sugar Hill. It's not always perfect. There's some traffic that we have to be mindful of.
Nothing like downtown, which is great.
Right. But in the next 10 years, I think more and more people will live up there. Our schools are fantastic. The Gwinnett County schools have some of the best reputations in the whole nation.
Right.
You know, not having children, that's not as important to us except for our house value, and it means we have outstanding neighbors,
Right.
and we have an influx of just fantastic residents.
I mean, you look at Beaufort, North Gwinnett, Lanier now, which is a newer one, but they're always, you know, top in sports, top in recruits. Obviously, the education's worked very well. You know, we have lots of teachers in our neighborhood. So there's so many positives with Gwinnett. That, again, another reason why we're happy to have moved from Gwinnett, just down there in Lilburn, up here, but why we're so comfortable and happy that this is where we want to make long-term roots, long-term goals. I mean, I know I joke, if I can't go upstairs, I'll live on the main level. If I can't live on the main level, I'll go to here, the assisted living, you know. I see that, you know, as our future, you know.
They are building you an active living home area up there, and then
my
also
cemetery.
a retirement center, and there's a cemetery, so you're good to go.
Exactly. Let's see.
What do you see in the next 10 years or so?
Well, again, being up there with Sugar Hill, we have quick access to Lake Lanier. So for me, I look at staying active. You know, we talk about it all the time, but again, it's all the greenway, all the, you know, active living. You know, I know that Sugar Hill and our council trying to have, you know, I think Gwinnett, isn't it, live, eat, play? You know, it's truly that within all the different areas, which we like. Lilburn was that way with their park, with their, you know, they were just growing their greenway. But I love having the access to Lake Lanier. I love having the access to all the trails. We go right down to Chattahoochee, and we can go miles on the Chattahoochee. So, you know, having the trail system, Swanee, is it Ivy Creek over there by Mulla, Georgia?
Yes.
You know, I mean, then ours, you know, we're gonna have 20, 40 miles eventually of trails, which is great. You don't have to worry about being on the streets, safer, because, you know, I would like to get back into cycling a little bit more, but, you know, the texting kind of scares me. So this puts it safer off, you know, but I don't know, maybe all these electronic vehicles will make it,
Yes,
you know,
exactly, self-driving.
AI. Exactly.
And, you know, we're not always active. We do live, eat, and play. There are fantastic restaurants up there. We've actually
Yes.
found some homes away from home in the restaurants in
And
Gwinnett
friends.
County.
I mean, again, it's just so relaxing. You meet everybody. It's not, I don't know.
Cheers.
That's what it feels like. Yes.
Everybody
I mean,
knows your
I
name.
like being close to downtown. You know, obviously I like going downtown. We do lots of activities down there, but it's wonderful that we can stay in Gwinnett and fulfill all the things we're looking for. We have the entertainments. We have the restaurants. You know, we have safety. You know, we have the schools. We have everything. So I'm very happy that we chose Gwinnett. I'm very happy that we chose Sugar Hill. You know, we're walking billboards for Sugar Hill, obviously. You know, as I say, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
Well,
But-
and Gwinnett Arena, did it come into being since you've lived there, or was it?
Yes.
So,
I mean, that was
and
a
they have
huge.
the best concerts.
Absolutely.
I think they rival Atlanta any day.
I agree. You know, and we've gone to many of those, and we have the Gwinnett Braves. We have the hockey team, the Gladiators. You know,
Atlanta Gladiators now.
Atlanta Gladiators. Those changed, and I know that the baseball team's going to change those, but they're still going to be the G Braves to me. So I mean, we have a downtown. We have all the downtown activities right here in Gwinnett, which again just makes it wonderful to me. You know, we never have a lack of things to do, and we like the activities, but we also like the feel of home when we're home. You know, so being there with the Chattahoochee, being there in Wild Timber, I mean, it's wonderful.
Yeah,
So-
it's small town feel in a very large town.
Yes, can get anywhere, anytime we want to. You know, so yeah, that's what I see for our future. I mean, I look forward to it. You know,
Me too. So I would just want to say happy birthday, Gwinnett.
absolutely happy birthday, Gwinnett.
And
And-
thanks for letting me rope you into this.
No problem. Love you, honey.
Love you too.
Bye.